By the way, I forgot to tell y'all, but I adjusted my steering and I think I got it pretty good. This steering had a little play in it, and I changed the toe in on it, and Brandon drove it last night. He said it still seemed a little wobbly to him. So I'll show you what I did to fix that finally after, because readjusting the toe in did help on it. But a lot of these old steering boxes, they'll have an adjuster on them. And you can, if you know how, you can tighten them up. I'll show you where this one is. Down in there, I got my finger on it. There's a big, I think that's a 13/16. It might be a 3/4 inch. I think that's a 3/4 inch nut, and there's a bolt or a screw, I guess you call it, that comes out of the end of that with a notch in it. You can loosen that bottom 13/16 up and turn this top one, and you can adjust it so that the little pin in there that shaft rides on goes in or out. And I tightened this one up a little bit yesterday, and it tightened up my steering considerably. Now here's a few things I've learned about this car already. This is not the stock brake booster. I think he told me this might be like a 52 Dodge brake booster, and I'm talking to a guy, AAJ Brake Works, out in Oregon, and he's helping me put together what I need to put disc brakes on the front of this with a dual cylinder, and of course using the power brakes. So he's manufacturing the parts, and he's going to let me buy the rotors, and what I'm going to wind up with is GM calipers, shoes, I guess you call them shoes, calipers, pads, and brake. What am I trying to think of? Calipers and pads down there, and then a GM master cylinder up here with a set of 72 Dodge Dart rotors, and put together a disc brake setup out of all that. Anyway, that's a little complicated, and I'm not telling you everything I don't know about that, but that's in the works. Oh, another thing, this thing has a squeaky power steering belt, and I was thinking, I felt the belt yesterday. See, that thing's a little wobbly right there. Something ain't right about that. I don't exactly know. How that's supposed to work, but I'm pretty sure that ain't right the way it is. So that's something I need to address too. Maybe not necessarily today, but it is something I'm going to want to address. Well, it almost feels like you could wedge a piece of something down in there just to kind of push that tight, because it's got enough play to it. I might have to look into how that sets up there, figure out what's wrong. Of course, I want to steam clean everything. I don't guess this motor's been cleaned since forever. It'd be impossible to find the oil leak as dirty as it is right now, but one of these days I'll get that steam cleaner out here and we will clean this baby up.